There are many games that we would love to show but no longer have. If you have a copy of a game that you think could be a classic, please get in touch with WSCS TV at 920-459-6663 and maybe we can get that game into our next classic series. South came in with a 23-game win streak over North. Can they make it 24? South is coached by Tim Crowns in his second year, while Susie Runnis is in her first year at North. North is 9-1, 5-0 in conference, but they are coming in off a loss. South is 5-5 and 3-2 in conference. South gets down early, but can they mount a comeback and win the game? Stu Hoffensberger has the play-by-play, and Chris Wright is the color man. Now it's time to get a soda and a bowl of popcorn and to sit back and enjoy the game.
Game on offense on North.
Everyone, and Happy New Year from the Armory in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. It's the North-South basketball doubleheader. I'm Stu Hoffensberger, and with me for the opening game tonight, Chris Wright, as we'll have the Sheboygan North girls versus Sheboygan South. And Chris, it's been a tale of streaks in these Armory contests. In fact, the South girls have built a 23-game winning streak. One coach, the South coach, recognizes the streak. The North coach doesn't seem to know anything about that streak.
Yeah, we talked about that streak, and every year in Sheboygan we talk about this streak. I want to kind of downplay it a little bit because some of these kids were 7 and 8 years old when this streak started, and they don't have any idea how it started or ended. But it's all in the back of the coach's mind and the city's mind. You talk about it a lot. Unfortunately, it's a brand new year, 2 new teams, 1 new coach, and so something might happen different tonight.
Well, 1 new coach and somewhat of a Cinderella story in the Fox River Valley Conference this year. Susie Runnis in her first year, and Sheboygan North is on top of the league right now.
Yeah, they are 9-1 overall, 5-0 in the league. And I've been refereeing and officiating JV ball for quite a few summers. And this summer, I really saw a big change at North High School and how they progressed. And I said, boy, this team's really going to be good in the next couple of years. What a surprise to come out as strong as they are. Some people said they were going to be really good, and they really were. First loss the other night, though, Stu, against McGuanago, who's a perennial power in the state. I talked to Susie before the game. She said it was really good for her girls. They said they're really now focused, and what a way to get started on a Saturday night in January against your crosstown rival.
And while North will be playing some veterans, they're really getting it from some young players.
Yeah, their underclass program is outstanding. The freshman JVs, and Kayla Tetchlog is the point guard for this team, just a freshman. Her brother, you'll see later tonight, Kyle's a junior, and she's been unbelievable in the top 5 in both rebounding and scoring here in the Valley.
A big game for Sheboygan South. They have 2 losses in the conference, and with a win over North tonight would be just 1 game out of first place.
Yeah, they are, and they got some players that have been here before, too. Miranda Reesberg has been here before, and Heather Koistra. They know what it's like to be here. Like you said, with the streak, they've kind of downplayed it a little bit, but they know what's on the back of their mind. Something that Coach Crowns mentions that, they've been in a lot of close games this year, and they know how to win here, so that should help them out.
And while you're downplaying the streak a little bit, I would think if it gets to be a tight ball game, psychologically, that may give South the edge.
Yeah, and I think that's right, what you just said. And like I said, Coach Crowns mentioned something in the paper. I read that. His kids, know about it in close games here. They've experienced how it is to win. And that's one thing, is to build a program and to win on the consistent, time after time after time. Kind of like the boys with Coach Desatel. They've had it here in this gym. Let's see if they can carry it on tonight.
Will it be a night for streak stopping? We'll find out in the girls' game right after this.
In Wisconsin, the laws are the same for bicyclists and motorists. So if you bike, ride with the traffic and obey stop signs and lights. Whether you ride a bike or drive a car, you must yield the right-of-way to pedestrians at marked and unmarked crosswalks. At intersections, always look for pedestrians before making a turn. and slow down in school zones and neighborhoods to keep our kids safe. Share and be aware. We're all responsible.
And we're back at the Armory. You're hearing the Sheboygan South pep band in the background as we get ready for the starting lineups to be announced for this first game. Sheboygan North, as we mentioned, leading the Fox River Valley Conference statistical race right now with a 5-0 record, and Sheboygan South is 3-2 in the first division, and with a victory tonight could close to within one game of first place. Some of the players that have been doing well statistically is we're going to take a timeout here for our national anthem. We'll get back to statistics after we hear the South Band play our Star Spangled Banner. We're going to get to the starting lineups now for first the visiting Sheboygan North Golden Raiders. Raiders coached by first-year coach Susie Runas. And tonight the Raiders will start number 20, Nicole Getch, a 5'7" junior. Whitney Hare wears number 30, a 5'8" junior. We saw her have a big game here in the first meeting between those two teams a year ago. Danny Jordan, number 32, a 5'8" junior. Meredith Forsterling, number 34, she's a 5'8" senior. And Kayla Tetchlog, a 5'11" freshman, rounds out the starting lineup for North. Sheboygan South, under second-year coach Tim Crowns, will counter tonight with number 3, Miranda Risberg. She's a 5'7" senior. Heather Koistra, number 4, a 5'4" senior, will also start. Crystal Crowns, a 5'7" junior, will wear number 10. Erica Gustafson wears number 13. She's a 5'10" junior. And Sarah Clout, number 20, will be the 5th starter for Sheboygan South. She is a 5'9" senior. One would think, Chris, that South, if anything, has a little bit of veteran experience, and that may bode well for them in this contest tonight.
Well, let's see how they handle the pressure. First thing you're going to see from Sheboygan North is a lot of pressure, full court pressure, and let's see if that senior leadership, as you were saying, Stu, from Sheboygan South steps up. Let's see how Miranda and Heather, who have been here before, as we've talked about over years, Stu, the floor is longer. It is kind of a, as I guess it's true, it's an old NBA floor, and it is a different place to play, and the environment's different, and of course we always talk about the lines as well.
There you see a shot of the first-year North coach. We'll take a time here just before the jump ball to remind you that we've got two fine sponsors making this live broadcast possible tonight. Dillman, Holbrook, Wirtz, Roth and Bassler, your local legal team, is a proud sponsor of tonight's games. Let their experienced and aggressive attorneys work for you and your family. And also the game sponsored by Lakeland College. So we're about ready to get underway. I was mentioning 4 of the top 10 scorers in the league on the court tonight. Kayla Tetchlog and Genevieve Gerdner for North, and Miranda Risberg and Koistra for Sheboygan South, and North controls the opening tap. And we're underway. This is Hare with the basketball. Tried to go to the left corner. Jordan now will bring it out and set the North offense. This is Tetchlog. Hare drives, 15-footer, rolls around and good, and North draws. the first points of the night.
Well, here comes that press right off the bat, Stu. Let's see how South handles it. And they do a good job there by getting into Miranda Riesberg's hands.
South trying to move the ball out front. Koistra lost the handle on it. Now she'll drive, splits the defenders, and a blocking foul will be called on Forsterling, her first personal.
Meredith Forsterling, of course, the daughter of Fred Forsterling, the JV coach at North, and Crystal Crowns, the daughter of Tim as well.
South to bring the ball in right in front of us. We're up on the stage, above the fray, so to speak. Risberg kicks it out. Koistra now goes to the corner. On the drive, Gustafson overlays, and in the fight for the rebound, a foul called on Sarah Clout.
Well, I think we saw some of those two drives to the basket. That's something what South might want to try to do, is get to the basket. They did a nice job there of drive penetrating. Just couldn't be rewarded with the two.
So Getch will bring it up for North to set their offense.
South in his zone, Stu.
Well, North will get a good shot off it. A 15-footer, good by Jordan. 4-0 Raiders. South breaking the pressure. Risberg trying to get the offense set. Risberg pull up, 10-footer. Off the rim hard. She gets her own rebound. Little 10-foot follow, no good. Good rebound by the Raiders, and a foul over the back on Erica Gustafson.
Two good looks that time, but again, nothing to be rewarded for the South ladies.
South is outshot North in terms of attempts, but they have yet to get one to go through the rim. Just underway from the Armory, the first of a doubleheader tonight. North versus South, and Tetchlog with a turn. Jump shot, and it's 6-0.
3 shots, 3 hoops. That's how you want to get started.
And South had a little bit of trouble getting the ball into the front court. Finally, Crowns did. And a 3-second call, so a turnover against the Red Wings. Not the kind of start you want if you're Coach Tim Crowns. Forsterling tried to hit Tetchlog, couldn't handle the pass, and South takes it away. Risberg trying to push the ball up the floor. Koistra right side. Cross court. Crowns drives in the lane. Shot rolls around, no good. Tetchlog rips down the rebound. Was knocked away momentarily by South, but North will control.
Again, a little drive penetration and a jump shot, but it just doesn't fall for the Red Wing ladies. One thing I'm noticing on this zone, Stu, is that South really is flooding a side, giving you the weak side chances for the North ladies. Golden opportunity if you can just get them the ball.
Tetchlog, little turn inside, rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Gustafson. South will bring it the other way.
North ladies really doing a good job of pressure defense all the way up the floor, making South work hard.
On the drive, Koistra struck through a defender. Another shot missed. They've got to be about 0 for 8 or 0 for 9 to start. Getch will get the Raider offense set. A little bit of a mishandle by Jordan, and she gets it back to Getch. Here out front. Goes to the corner.
That was that skip pass I was talking about, Stu.
10-foot jumper wasn't any good, but Gustafson picks up a second personal foul. In our first substitutions of the night, we'll have a couple players checking in. Looks like Laura Brunig and, or I'm sorry, not Laura Brunig, but Sammy Kopetsky and who else we got there? I can't see that number. Is that Genevieve Gerdner now?
Yep.
Coming in for North, and Sarah Lemahieu is going to be coming in for Sheboygan South right after this free throw. Jordan tried to body English that one into the basket, but didn't work, and she misses her first free throw. If you're just joining us, 4:31 remaining in the first quarter at Sheboygan North 6, South nothing. The first of two tonight, live from the Armory. And Koistra with the rebound after Jordan's second miss. Risberg in the left corner. Now she'll bring it back out front. Klopp works the baseline, and she's fouled. Foul's going to go against Forsterling. Meredith's second personal foul.
There's that drive penetration again, and this time rewarded with a couple free throws here for Sarah. North's got, again, 2 more players in here. They like to play 9 or 10.
And South's on the board as Plow gets her first free throw. Number 40, Shelby Churchill, another freshman, checks into the ball game, and also who's our other sub?
Sammy
Kopetsky.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't get in before, huh? Okay, Clark gets both free throws, and South now within 4 at 6-2.
Sammy's a good 3-point shooter.
Here, pull-up 15-footer, rolls around the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, controlled by South. That's Crowns, who comes out of the crowd. Koistra's got an open player underneath. It's Clark. She can't handle the pass. Risberg will pick it up.
Good idea, just didn't finish it.
Three-pointer by Risberg is good, and just like that, the Red Wings within 1. First 3 for either team tonight.
I think the South ladies are very content to sit in their zone and make the North ladies either skip the pass, swing the pass, or shoot their outside Jays.
Inside Girdner, she'll work it to the hoop. It goes off the rim, no good, and a jump ball. South has the possession arrow, so it'll come this way. Tetschlag returns, steals the pass, and then is fouled by Crowns.
Not a shooting foul here, Stu?
It looks like they're going to give it to him out of bounds. Only the 4th team foul against the Red Wings. Tell you what, North with 2 freshmen on the floor, and they're both pretty good sized kids. Tetschlag right to the basket, and a blocking foul called. And that foul will go against Sarah Lemieux, her first. We'll say it was in the act of shooting, so Tetschlag goes to the line for a pair of free throws.
Well, Kayla Tetschlag, just a freshman, but she plays very, very intelligent basketball. Distributes the ball very, like I said, smart on the floor. Handles situations like she's been out there, you know, for a 3 or 4 year varsity player, and here's just her first year. Of course, her dad was a pretty good player, and he's a pretty smart player himself, playing with Dave a little bit.
He's got a brother that is a starter at Sheboygan North as well. We'll see a little bit later tonight.
He is a very intelligent player, too.
Tetschlag converts both free throws, and the Raider lead grows back to 3. They waving it off. Lane violation, and so even though Tetschlag made the free throw, it doesn't count, and the lead is just 2 at 7-5. There's that Raider pressure. Lemieux bottled up in the corner, gets it to the middle of the floor, and Crowns will try to break the press. Pass ahead, and now Koistra on the drive spin move. And on the pass, a foul committed by Girdner.
Yeah, reached before. So far, South's done a pretty nice job of breaking the press. I don't like when they get stuck in the corners like that. Probably want them out in the middle of the floor a little bit better, but so far, everything's been pretty positive for the South press break.
Risberg, toes were on the 3-point line, but she doesn't convert, and Girdner with the rebound. Here comes Kopetsky, pass ahead to the freshman Churchill, short on the short jump shot. And Risberg comes away with it for South, but turns it over. I got to tell you right now, Chris, in my 7 years of doing the play-by-play in this series, this is the best flow in a first quarter I've seen.
You got that right. Very few turnovers.
Got a 30-second timeout called by Sheboygan South, so we'll keep it right here. What are your impressions so far?
Same exact thing. As I mentioned before, Stu, you knew that North was going to come out in the press. Could the South ladies handle it? So far, they're doing a very good job of that. Again, also a very slow start for South offensively, but they seem to get on track a little bit. They are, I got them unofficially 1 for 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 for 6. A little slow start shooting, but hopefully things will warm up for them. North, too, isn't, after that hot start, they haven't made any buckets, but they have gotten to the free throw line.
Well, the thing that surprises me, Chris, is most of the shots are coming from inside 15 feet.
Yep.
Sort of surprising they're not shooting a little bit better. North inbounds the ball. This is Tetchlog. Brings it into Gerdner. Gerdner, 12-footer, and she hits it. May have gotten away with steps.
I thought the same thing on that hop.
And South quickly the other way. Koistra on the drive. Pulls up and scores. Koistra's first points, and North quickly the other way.
Just using their speed to break the press. Just outran the South press, or excuse me, the North press.
Churchill lost the ball in the lane, and a jump ball. I believe it'll stay on that end of the floor.
Thought she traveled.
Getch will check back in for North, replacing Kopetsky. 2:14 remaining, first quarter. It's 9-7 North over South. Off the inbounds pass, converting is Danny Jordan.
Trouble this time getting the ball in bounds. You know, they're not getting any turnovers, but I bet you they're wearing those South ladies down a little bit, making them work like that.
South only had one sub so far in this ball game. Foul called. And that'll go against Gerdner, her second. Gerdner averaging 13 points a game, yet to score tonight, and already 2 fouls here.
Yeah, a lot of reaching by the North ladies.
Risberg will set the Sheboygan South offense. Koistra tried to dump it inside, knocked away, and North will bring it the other way. Getch with the ball, bounce past the Tetchlog, who couldn't handle it. It was knocked away, and North keeps the ball. Andrea Liebelt coming in, a sophomore for Sheboygan North, and for South a couple of subs. Emily Wiesman, a 5'4" sophomore, number 11, and also number 14 Brenda Lutzke, a 5'11" sophomore. A lot of young players we're seeing tonight, Chris.
Yep.
Tetchlog split the defense and a foul.
2 teams with winning programs. That's nice to see for the future as well.
Sarah Lemieux getting nailed with the foul, her second. So Tetchlog, who converted both just moments ago, has now made it three in a row, even though she only got credit for one of the 2 makes before.
Says here in the Valley, she's almost at 14 points a game and 9 rebounds, second in rebounding, 4th in scoring. What an accomplishment for your first half of your season as a freshman, as a varsity player.
The 2 free throws give North their biggest lead at 13-7.
That's the corner you don't want to be in. Someone should, if they came over to trap, she'd really be in trouble.
And a turnover forced by the North defense, and they'll get the ball on their own end. 1:27 to play, North 13, South 7.
Oh,
did you see that? And foul. Love to get a replay on that. Tetchlog bounces the pass off the player's back, scores, and is fouled.
Talk about that intelligence earlier. That's intelligence. Those are the little things that some players just don't see and know how to do. But a very mature play there by Kayla.
And a chance to convert the 3-point play. Yeah, we saw the tail end of it there, but
no pun intended there. Throwing it off the tail.
I get creative once in a while, and I don't even know it. So Tetchlog with 8, and North now with a 9-point lead.
Just like that, too. And there's
another turnover. Breakaway layup on the way. And it's good. Almost overlaid, but good by Getch. It's 18-7.
Coach Crowns might be thinking here about a timeout.
Risberg, crossover dribble, and a travel, and another South turnover. They're coming in waves right now. That was Davis called for the travel.
7 turnovers, and a good timeout by Coach Crowns.
Another 32nd. It'll be a short timeout.
Boy, what a close game all of a sudden, just like that, 18-7 when you can't handle the pressure. And a couple of the subs they brought in, too, that all of a sudden, you know, maybe a little nervous and things that the players that were in before for South just couldn't handle the pressure.
Well, it's a 9-point run by the Raiders. South has been within, got it to 1 at 6-5 and was still within 2 at 9-7, but now the Raiders on the 9-point run, and they have the ball back.
Here's that inbounds play, I think.
Yep. Watch this. Boom. And good.
Wow.
Nice replay, Carrie. Carrie Kautzer in the truck tonight. And Tetchlog wide open and scores again. She's in double digits here in the first quarter with 10. And they're going to call a block. It looks like a block on Nicole Getch. Her first personal, 15th foul against the Raiders. 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's North 20, South 7. The Raiders have scored 11 unanswered. Crowns with the inbound for South. Weisman on the dribble. Crowns out front. Now Risberg. Risberg will drive. Lane opens up. Shot no good, but a foul against North.
Another reach.
Churchill called for that one, her first. And Risberg will get 2 free throws.
Miranda coming in at 11 points per game in the Valley.
She hit a 3-pointer about midway through the quarter to get the Red Wings within 1. Nothing but net on the first throw. Whitney Hare checks back in for Sheboygan North. Risberg with 2 free throws makes it 20-9.
Much needed free throws for the South ladies.
Pass knocked away, and South will bring it the other way, and another reach-in foul against Getch, her second. I think that's bonus as well.
Yep.
All right, the announcer got it right. 22 seconds left. And Risberg looked pretty good on her first 2 attempts back at the line.
Get her right back where she just was about 20 seconds ago.
Miranda, 5'7" senior. She's hit 3 straight. Sheboygan South in double digits on the scoreboard. Gotta say too, Chris, this is about as early arriving a crowd I've seen. Best crowd for a girls game and again the last 6 or 7 years anyway.
You got that right.
Risberg converts both, 20-11.
Both sides are on the upper end are totally almost full, and the student sections.
And a turnover by the Raiders, and so South making a late run here. 13 seconds left, first quarter. Oh, the pass was knocked away, but South controls. 10 seconds to play. This is Weisman with the ball. Now 5 seconds, wide open underneath. This is Warren, kicks it out. Risberg rolls off the rim just short, and that'll end the first quarter. South got a good look, but couldn't convert. And it's Sheboygan North leading South after 1, 20-11.
Cable access channels are critical tools for local government. They provide important information about issues, services, and programs, as well as local emergencies. They also allow you to watch your local elected officials in action. Through the provision of governmental access channels, our communities are kept informed, educated, and entertained. Where else can you get information about your local government? Make sure everyone has a voice. Support your local government access channel.
And welcome back to the Armory in Sheboygan. We're about ready to start the second quarter with Sheboygan North leading Sheboygan South by 9 at 20-11. And Kayla Touchlock the story in the first quarter with 10 points. There's a jump ball off of the inbounds pass, and North with the possession arrow controls. Tim Crowns thought maybe a foul.
Yeah, I think so too.
Pass inside, knocked away, and South controls. Koistra will bring it up. Stu Hoffensperger along with Chris Wright, the first of a doubleheader tonight.
There's that drive penetration, Stu.
Short jump shot won't go, and a jump ball, it'll stay on the south end of the floor. Flauk had the little 10-footer, but it rolled off, no good, and South's had a bunch of those. Touchlock checks back in for North.
Tough time getting it in.
Bounce pass knocked away, and North will bring it the other way.
Turnover is now starting to mount, Stu. It's number 9 for South.
Team that takes care of the ball best tonight may be the team that wins, as Touchlocks fouled underneath.
Well, Kayla's making a good living at the free throw line, getting to the basket and drawing fouls. Pretty good free throw shooter.
The foul went against Crowns, her second personal. Touchlaw gets the first free throw and gets another.
I know we always mention this, but if you've never seen the Armory on TV before, the black line out of bounds is the out of bounds line, and when you inbound the ball, the red line is the inbounds out of bouncing.
And South with a breakaway. This is Flauk. Overlays. And a foul called. So the worst outcome possible for South. They missed the layup, and then a foul called as well on Emily Wiesman, her first.
They're in the bonus too, Stu.
And we're going to be shooting a lot of free throws here before the end of the half. We're just 42 seconds into the second quarter, and both teams are in the bonus.
We used to play some rec ball games down here, and the lines were always kind of weird. Was it weird when you played here, or did you get used to it kind of? You only get to walk through like once or twice during the week down here.
It always seemed like somebody would forget. I think my junior year, we did the forgetting. My senior year, South did.
I know that's just weird how, when you guard, especially in your pressure, you have to be outside the red line.
Churchill hit 1 of 2. South bringing it the other way. Wiesman. She'll drive right side, pull up 10-footer, short off the rim, and the rebound off South. It'll go over to Sheboygan North. The Red Wings are certainly getting good looks, Chris. They just can't convert.
Yeah, I got them just 2 for 11. I may have missed something here. I think they've done most of their job at the...
I think you're right. I think they've got only 2 field goals. One of them a 3-pointer. Pass went into the lane. It looks like Churchill will get free throws again. And it's Wiesman, her second personal. That's 9 team fouls, so the Raiders will shoot now every time they get fouled from here till the rest of the first half. Shelby Churchill, a 5-foot, 7-inch freshman. To me, she looks bigger than that when you see her standing next to Tetchlog, who's listed as 5'11".
Yeah, and she has a twin sister, Dana, too, that plays on the JVs, and the 2 of them are something else. As I said, the classes over at North for the girls are pretty good.
And a traveling violation on South's Erica Gustafson, so North gets it back. Bounce pass was knocked away and controlled by South. Koistra will try to bring it up quickly. Clock wide open. Hits the bank shot.
Didn't miss that one.
Klauk's first point since free throws early in the ball game, and a steal. Koistra has hair to beat. Couldn't do it. Kicks it back out. Gustafson misses from the outside. And the rebound goes over to Sheboygan North. Danny Jordan did a nice job that time of keeping everybody away from that ball.
Yep.
6:11 to play. First half. North 23, South 13. North in the blue jerseys with the basketball. Jordan for three. Hard off the rim. Long rebound. Fought for, controlled. Gustafson with a breakout. She's going to try to take it in. 10-footer. Rolls off the rim. Another Raider rebound. Here, up ahead to Churchill. Tried to hit an open touch lock, but Risberg takes it away. This is Klauk in the middle. Goes over the top. Gustafson inside is fouled.
Again, good looks for South. They just can't seem to finish.
Churchill, her second foul, and Erica Gustafson, a junior, will get free throws. Sheboygan North's going to take a timeout. It looks like a full timeout. We'll be back. North leading by 10.
Local government, local educational institutions, and local community members all use cable access TV to communicate their message. They depend upon it as an affordable means of outreach. Public educational and government access television empowers local government agencies, individuals, and groups to use the media to speak directly to their constituents in a more direct and cost-effective way. Make sure everyone has a voice. Support your local PEG channels.
Well, that ball has not been inactive very long so far in the first half,
No,
Chris.
no, plenty of shot opportunities. North got off to such a hot start shooting, and they've cooled off quite a bit. But South, as I said, getting plenty of opportunities, but they just can't seem to finish. And like you mentioned, Sue, good shots. I mean, they're just inside of 10, 15 feet, and they're just not going in. Most of the shots actually are within, the paint.
We saw Susie Runas, the first-year coach for Sheboygan North, trying to get a 23-game losing streak out of the way. And North really downplayed that streak, but I would think in terms of rebuilding a program, that would be one you really want to get out of the way.
I'm sure one of the things you want to accomplish at the beginning of the year is getting one of those wins against South. It's got to be on everybody's team goals.
Gustafson missed both free throws, but then gets the rebound off a Risberg miss. South with a couple more cracks, but can't get a score. Jordan, right side, takes it in the corner. Double team there. Bounce pass into touch lock.
Oh, Tudis was wide open.
She'll go out to Hare.
Travel.
And a traveling violation. That call goes against Krista Vriki.
I think she's played all 11 girls now. 12 girls, 11.
And Tudis takes it away. The bounce pass from Tetschlock. And she'll convert the layup. And North back in front by 12. Koistra, bounce pass taken away and then knocked out of bounds by Koistra, so North keeps the ball. 4:44 to go in the second quarter. And the Raiders with the ball in a 12-point lead. And the North style of play, a preview to what you're going to see in the boys game.
Yep. A lot of pressure, fast pace.
Hare, 15-footer, short, touch lock, offensive board, no good, but a foul. Gustafson, third personal foul. Tetschlag hits the first of 2 free throws. As Brenda Lutzke comes back into the game for Sheboygan South. See some of the Raider cheering section.
She just keeps banging them in.
Tetschlag now with 13, and it's a 14-point North lead. Grisberg into the front court for South. Wide open is Klauk, and scores. Klauk with 6.
Well, South's finding places to get open looks in that North defense.
Hare split 3 defenders, didn't score, and then the follow-up basket by Vreeke. Her first points. And Vreeke then takes away the basketball.
You know, once South started turning the ball over, it's been kind of all downhill, Stu.
Kudas couldn't handle the bounce pass, and so it'll go back to Sheboygan South. 29-15.
Just like that, 13 turnovers for the South ladies. They started the game so well, taking care of the ball, breaking the press, but as the game here in the first half has wore on, the turnovers have mounted, as has the lead.
Pass hard to handle. Vreeke had it. Koistra knocked it away, but also committed a personal foul. And that'll be Heather's first. And a 2-shot foul coming up for Vreeke. It's their first free throw. Crystal Crowns comes back into the game, replacing Koistra. Gerdner checking in for North. She wasn't quite sure who she was supposed to be going out for.
And as is the case here with the different situations, it's tough to hear. And the North coaching staff did not hear as she's yelling in who to go in for.
Vreeke misses a second, and a rebound pulled down by Lutzke.
See if South gets back to the old drive penetration that worked so well for them in the beginning of the game.
Browns out front. Lutzke on the right side. Grisberg for 3. Hit the pipe at the top of the board, and so North gets the basketball with 3:05 to play in the first half. Gerdner, Tetschlag. Oh, and on the drive, the Gerdner's shot was blocked. About a foul called. That'll go against Lutzke, her first personal. No, they have her for 2. You keeping track of fouls over there?
Nope. I got turnovers and rebounds and shots and shot attempts, and that's about all I can handle. Just try to stay up with that.
Gerdner hits the first of 2 free throws.
North just taking advantage of the free throw line, extending this lead every trip down the floor.
Hits both free throws, and it's a 17-point North lead. Gerdner with 4 points in the first half. This is Crowns. Klauk fighting that 10-second line here. Klauk gets hung up, and the ball's intercepted. Jordan will set up the North offense. Kudas bounce pass taken away. This is Crowns. Now the feed to Lemieux. Her 10-footer is good. First points for Lemieux. 32-17 North. Touchlock. Tried to take it all away, and she's called for a travel. Nicole Getch returns to the North lineup.
Ten seconds going to be an issue again here, Stu.
And South very deliberate in getting the ball up, but they did, but without having the 10-second. Lemieux looking for 2 in a row. Shot was a little bit hard. Scramble for the rebound. Touchlock fighting among 3 South players, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow favors the blue. 1:40 to play in the first half. Thought that might have been a walk by Jordan there, but no call. Jordan now will launch the 3 short, and Touchlock over the back. First personal against Kayla.
Chance for South to whittle into the lead a little bit. Still a minute 25 left. South trying to get this into single digits before half. Get a little bit of work to do before that, though.
So Miranda Risberg with a chance at some free throws. She's hit her last 4 attempts.
As I mentioned before, North has played 11 different girls already. See the South girls who haven't subbed as frequently, maybe a little tired here at the end of the half.
2 more points for Risberg. She has 9, and the North lead cut to 13.
Travel.
And a travel, another turnover.
North trying to close out the half, played so well. And as I said, South wants to whittle this under double digits, I would think.
Crowns with the bounce pass into Weisman.
No, she doesn't want to go into that trap. That's a good job there.
Ball knocked away. Brieke controls for the Raiders, and is mugged by Sarah Lemieux, who picks up her 3rd personal foul.
Not only is the wearing down of South, now the foul trouble seems to be mounting as well.
Brieke was 1 for 2 the last time she went to the line. Misses on the first, as Samantha Davis will return for Sheboygan South, and Whitney Hare for Sheboygan North. Brieke's second attempt is good. Brieke with 4 points. It's 33-19 North. And Crowns will get it into the front court for the Red Wings. Risberg bounce pass in, and a foul. Brieke called for the personal, her first, and 2 free throws coming. There you get a shot of Samantha Davis, a 5'11" junior. She nets her first free throw. Tudis returns for North.
A lot of fouls in the first half, Stu.
Davis with 2 points, and it's 33-21 North over South. They're outside.
This is Jordan on the dribble.
Good job of feeding it down low.
And the pass was pinballed around off of Tetschlag, and South gets it back with 39 seconds to go. Risberg will drive, slips past the defense and scores. It's a 10-point game. Risberg with 11 in the half. 20 seconds to play.
South needs one stop and a chance to get it under double figures. I would think that North would want to hold it for one.
And a steal with 12 seconds to go. This is Weisman. Crossed half court, bounce pass. On the drive, Clout, 12-footer short off the rim. Battle for the rebound. Weisman at the buzzer, just short. And Sheboygan South puts a little flurry together. 8-1 run at the end of the quarter. And at halftime, Sheboygan North leads Sheboygan South 33-23.
To make money while going to school? Well, almost everyone does. One of the best ways to get money while working around class schedules are through work-study programs. Make sure to ask your financial aid office for a work-study job. And if you don't get financial aid, still ask. Sometimes work-study jobs are left over. Work smart, be smart. 25 tips to afford college.
Funding provided by the Selective Service System, www.sss.gov.
When you're behind the wheel, always watch for people walking and biking. It's Wisconsin law to give bikes at least 3 feet when passing. In Wisconsin, the laws are the same for bicyclists and motorists. So if you bike, ride with the traffic and obey stop signs and lights. People ride bicycles to go places, get exercise, reduce pollution, save money, and have fun. Watch for people riding bikes when you're driving. Share and be aware. We're all responsible.
And welcome back to the Armory. After one half of basketball in the girls' game, it's Sheboygan North leading Sheboygan South tonight, 33-23. A freshman, the big story here in the first half. Kayla Tetschlag leading all scorers with 13 points. It was Miranda Risberg leading the way for Sheboygan South with 11. South, Chris Wright, more shot attempts than North.
Wow, but the problem was 6 for 24 from the floor. Just not going to win a lot of ball games when you shoot 25%. 16 turnovers, though, forced by the North D as well. Doesn't help the factors either. And North did a really good job at the free throw line, connecting on 13 for 21. South did a good job, too, 10 for 12 from the free throw line. So good free throw shooting. But again, the cold shooting by South led to their 10-point deficit so far.
South gets the ball first in the third quarter, rounding out their scoring from the first half. Clark had 6, Koistra, Davis, and Lemieux each had 2 points for their 23-point total. This is Risberg from 3, short on the rim. Tetschlock pulls down the rebound, and here comes North. Other North scores in the first half. Jordan, Vreeke, and Gerdner each had 4, and a pair of points for Tudis, Churchill, Hare, and Getch, and that was Hare scoring the first points here of the second half, and it's 35-23 North. Woo.
I was just going to say on the other end, Miranda Risberg again, another good look, but just again doesn't fall for her. Could have cut the deficit to 7. Instead, North converts on the other end, and also now they're down a dozen again.
Koistra drives, gets a layup, but can't convert. And a foul is called. Is that going to go against Risberg, I think? Risberg called her first personal. And really, this first 30-40 seconds is an example of what the first half was like. South getting good looks, not converting. North comes down and scores.
You got that right, Stu.
Bounce pass inside. Forsterling kicks it back out. North swings it. Tetschlock, step away 15-footer, no good. Koistra rebound for South. Little Jack Sikma move there for Kayla Tetschlock.
Yeah, back pivot and shoot.
Nice move by Gustafson, blocked, but a foul called.
You know, you mentioned Jack Sikma there. I like Kayla's hair a little better than Jack's was, though, in his prime.
I think he showed 34 on that, which would be Forsterling, and her third personal foul.
Yeah, Meredith only played 3 minutes in the first half with the foul trouble.
I think he only showed 3 fingers. Showed a 33. That's why the scorers had him come back over.
I think they called it on. Yeah, they did call it on Meredith again.
Gustafson's first free throw rolls off the rim, no good. Genevieve Gerdner returns for Forsterling. Gustafson
over the line, I think.
Went over the line on the second, so that's waved off. So South fails to convert from the line, and North has the ball back with a 12-point lead. We even got a cheesehead in the stands. I don't know what he's got sticking out of that cheese, but lob pass was a little bit long, and Gustafson steals it back for the Red Wings. 6:21 to play. Third quarter. Stu Hoffensperger along with Chris Wright from the Armory in Sheboygan. It's a north-south doubleheader. We're in game 1. It's the girls. Risberg for 3. No good. Tetschlock rebound. Here comes North. Getch bounce pass to Hare. Bank shot. No bank. It was a straight-up shot, and it goes, and it's 37-23.
Looking at the angle here, too, Stu, I thought it was going to go ricochet right off and in.
6 points for Hare. And a steal. Jordan. Short on the layup. And from behind, a foul on Nicole Getch. Getch's third personal. Both teams playing hard. Risberg. Bounce pass to Clout, short on the shot. Gerdner controls for North. South yet to score here in the second half, trailing by 14.
Yeah, they missed their first 4 again. That makes them 6 for 28. It's just getting worse for Coach Crowns and the Lady Red Wings.
Hare's at the hot hand, 15-footer. No good. Tetschlock cleans up inside. North by 16.
Another timeout might be necessary here.
And a traveling violation against South. North gets it back. Tudis returns for North, and Emily Weisman back for the Red Wings.
I thought North, the last 2.5 minutes of the first half, really didn't close it, let South back in a little bit, and but they've responded well here to start the second half in the first 2 minutes. And like I said, Coach Crowns better watch out, or this one's going to be over quick.
Driving the baseline and rolling one in is Gerdner. Gerdner was 6, well below her average. Ball knocked loose. Gerdner comes up with it, and a foul called, and it was a good thing because North would have had an easy layup. Foul goes against Sarah Klauk, and Tim Crowns wants a timeout. We'll take one as well, with North leading South 41-23.
Behind the wheel, there is no such thing as a small distraction. A public service reminder from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons. Speak out against distracted driving at decidetodrive.org.
And we're back at the Armory. You see a lot of blue and yellow in this shot, as that's the Sheboygan North crowd. We've got an equal degree of red and white, just about 90 degrees from the shot that you're seeing right there on your television set. Sheboygan North has been dominant tonight with full court pressure. Sheboygan South has had plenty of good looks, but not been able to convert from the floor, and that's really the tale of this ball game thus far, as Sheboygan North has an 18-point lead in the basketball. Tudis bounce pass inside, touch lock to the hole, no good, gets her own rebound and scores.
Way to stick with it there.
Touch log was 17 tonight. We're still in the third quarter. Klauk against the pressure, and a blocking foul going to be called. That one will go against Gerdner, and she has 3 personal fouls. So 3 Raiders now with 3 fouls.
We're going on almost half the quarter, and South yet to score.
It's a 10-0 run for the Raiders here coming out in the third quarter, as Koistra will bring it into the front court for Sheboygan South.
That's what she needs to do. Ouch. Looked like she landed on her leg kind of funny there, Stu.
Got through the 2 freshman defenders, and the foul will go against Touchlogs. Second personal against Kayla. It's one you feel tomorrow. Koistra hits her first free throw, and South on the board here in the second half. Second attempt, also good, and Koistra with 4 points. It's North by 18. Danny Jordan dribbling the ball for North. Inside, Touchlog. Oh, had the bunny and missed it, and South gets it back.
North going to keep up the pressure here. Continues to wear South down, as is the case.
5-second violation against the Red Wings. Another turnover, and North gets it back now underneath their basket. Deep pass for Jordan. Midway now through the third quarter. Hare has a pass knocked away, and a foul called against Tudis. First personal on Ashley. Crowds will bring it in for Sheboygan South. been quiet, Chris, in the third quarter.
Yep, it's all just one-sided. Like I said, South made a nice run at the tail end of the first half, but as you mentioned, North came out so quickly on that 10-0 run, it's kind of silenced the crowd, and now with an 18-point deficit, South stuck in chipping away to get it under, just to be happy to be under digits again.
Red Wings looking still for their first field goal. They may get it right here. No, Koistra misses, and I believe she's going to get called for the foul after the shot. And it'll be Heather's second personal foul. Well, we could be headed towards an Armory record for most fouls by both teams. We're already at 33. Sheboygan North is going to take a 30-second timeout. And we'll keep it right here.
Try to settle down the girls a little bit. You know, they may be up by 18 points, but again, a number of turnovers for North as well. 17 unofficially I have, and that's way too many, you know, when you get into bigger games and situations like that. So maybe want to clean things up a little bit. Probably a good timeout. Also maybe quit the fouling and reaching.
There you see some of the South High rooters.
Now there's a hat.
And cheerleaders. Hoping to have a little more to cheer about here in the remaining 11 minutes and 37 seconds of this ball game. Sheboygan North with the basketball. This is Jordan. Danny Jordan with the ball. Tudas right corner, guarded by Crowns. Out front, Hare goes into the lane. The freshman Churchill on the drive. It's knocked away. And the rebound controlled by South. That was Lemieux making the play, and she's fouled from behind by Touchlog, who's picked up 3 quick fouls now. 4 Raiders with 3 personal fouls.
They're in the bonus already, Stu. Can't get it from the floor, but they're going to score at the free throw line.
Lemieux will go to the line. She has 2 points tonight. You see a shot of Coach Tim Crowns. His dad coached me in junior high.
Wow.
Great guy.
Well, I know he went, Tim, that is, went up to Florence for a while, then came back and was happy to be back.
Understandably so. Off the miss, South controls the rebound. Long bomb, doesn't score. Offensive putback though, and that's Lisa Sturgill just into the ball game. North quickly the other way. Tudas goes to the corner. Touchlock turns, faces the basket. 15-footer hard off the rim, no good. Risberg controls South. She's got a player out front, but couldn't get her the ball. Risberg still on the dribble. Now she'll bring it back out front to Crowns. 2:45 to go. Lemieux turnaround, score. South within 13.
Back-to-back field goals too for South.
5 points for Lemieux.
South decides to put some pressure on Stu.
And a blocking foul called on Lemieux. It'll be her 4th personal foul.
Good comments being said there by Coach Crowns. You got to move your feet on defense. And that definitely was a block, and because of it, that's her 4th foul, and that's going to really hurt.
Especially since she sparked the 7-point South run here as the Red Wings are within 13. Churchill inside, her pass stolen by Risberg, and then a foul called on Hare. And 2 more free throws coming up for Sheboygan South, and Risberg has been pretty good from the line tonight.
Well, ever since the North timeout, everything's kind of gone backwards for them, and South again creeping back in here. Again, I think if they can ever get under double digits, they can kind of feel it and taste it a little bit, but it just works so hard to get there.
McGuire always used to call that a psychological plateau, the double-digit mark. As Koistra returns to the lineup, we got 3, 4, and 5 lined up right in front of us here. Risberg, Miranda at the line, a senior, short on the free throw, and then a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Sheboygan North. So another missed opportunity for the Red Wings. I'm so used to 2 free throws being shot all the time. I was expecting another one there. North, not much problem so far with the South pressure. Tudis, right side. And Sturgill had a piece of the ball, and now a foul is going to be called, I think, on Gustafson. Yep, 4 personals on Gustafson.
Wow. 2 with 4. Going to keep her in here so far, Stu. Coach Crowns is.
Tetschlag, right corner. Her pass overthrown. Koistra's got a breakaway. And lays it in. Koistra with 6 points tonight, and a turnover underneath. Risberg foul. And she'll get free throws. 43-32, and that psychological barrier you were talking about, Risberg has a chance to shatter right here.
Boy, if that would have fallen, the south side house would have came down. Haven't had much to cheer about so far, but that would have been a big opportunity for a 3-point play.
It's the closest the Red Wings have been since the early moments of the second quarter. And Risberg misses to the left on her first shot as Hare returns to the lineup for North. Funny things happen in this building.
Yeah, Marty and I were talking about that before. Anything, anytime. Young men become big heroes for Knights. And ladies now that they've moved this year about 5 years ago as well.
Risberg hits 1 of 2. She has 12 tonight, and it's 43-33 here now with a breakaway the other way. Drives and is fouled. She takes a hard fall. That was Risberg, her second personal, and 2 shots coming for Hare.
Yeah, Whitney got away on the break there, and gonna have to earn it at the free throw line here, as I have a feeling the fourth quarter is going to be spent a lot at the free throw line, Stu.
A derby? Hare misses the first.
North just continues to bring fresh people into the game. And again, that's something that Susie has done all year.
Jordan comes in for Tudis as Hare now eyes her second free throw. That's hard off the rim as well. Long rebound, but it's controlled by Koistra for South. South trails by 10, a chance to get back into single digits. Koistra fouled on the shot. Oh,
my.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's a tough foul for South there.
And North is going to throw it away. Gustafson could have probably been called for something there, but
yep.
Wow, that's a tough call. Those Red Wings could have been looking at free throws.
Get it right back down here, though, because it went all the way to the far end.
Gustafson will bring it in for the Red Wings. Risberg just inside the 3-point line. No good. Klauk, offensive board, scores. 43-35. Klauk's first points of the second half. 1:21 to play. And the ball knocked away, but a foul called on Koistra. For Heather, that's 4 personal fouls.
Wow. 3 Red Wing ladies with four fouls.
The Red Wings have scored 12 straight to climb back into this game. And Sammy Kopetsky will get a chance to end that scoring streak right here. 5'4" junior.
That didn't look like that bad of a poke away either, Stu.
Kopetsky hits the first free throw.
I know against Green Bay Notre Dame, Sammy hit a couple right down the stretch to ice the game.
It's a pair there, and the lead grows back to 10 as Kopetsky has her first points of the night. 45-35 North.
As
Risberg with 1:05 to play. Now Crowns. This is Sturgill. Oh, Crowns does a nice job of saving it, and then it's knocked out of bounds. That's another bad call.
Yep, I agree with you there.
Same guy, 2 bad calls. North gets the ball.
Just going to say this. North kind of stopped the little run here with those free throws, or getting kind of tight a little bit. Big 2 here.
Here it was blocked.
Wow.
And Gustafson controls it. Risberg now will try to push it ahead. Drives the right side. Scores and is fouled. And I think Kopetsky's going to get called on the foul. Her first personal. And Sheboygan South is back in the basketball game. Risberg with 14 points tonight.
Everything that's possibly gone wrong for Sheboygan South, and now just like that, they're right back in it.
36 seconds to play. A 14-2 run for the Red Wings. And the ball rolls off, controlled by Churchill.
They make a couple of those free throws to be even closer.
Yep. Jordan out front, 25 seconds to play in the quarter. This is Hare.
North wants to get one shot here, I'm sure. Got to take care of the ball.
Brings it back out front, Churchill. Looks inside, Petchlock turns, shoots, and call for the travel. South with the chance to get even closer. Clout, 10 seconds to go. Crowns. Lutski ahead, Sturgill with 5 seconds. Risberg, call for a travel. 3 seconds left. And no shot for Sheboygan North. So Sheboygan South scores 14 of the last 16 points of the third quarter, and they trail Sheboygan North 45-37 after 3.
We've all heard of athletes receiving free rides to college, but athletes aren't the only students who receive scholarships. Colleges also reward students for academic achievement or for special talents such as art, drama, and music. So if the playing field isn't your thing, hit the books or find your inner artist. It might pay off big. Think smart, be smart. 25 tips to afford college.
Funding provided by the Selective Service System.
There you see a coach of Sheboygan South, Tim Crowns, whose team has battled back to get within 8, and they're going to get the first possession of the fourth quarter. Stu Hoffensperger here along with Chris Wright. And Chris, never say die is really, you got to remember, anything can happen in this building.
Wow. Like I said, everything that possibly had been going wrong for South, cold shooting, foul trouble, turnovers, and they make a couple of free throws, it'd be a real close game, but another, the 23rd turnover of the ball game right there for South, gives it back to North.
I believe it was a 3-second violation. And so the Raiders with the basketball for the first time here in the final quarter. This is Kopetsky. Jordan swings it to Tetschlag. Tetschlag from 3, no good. And Hare called for an over-the-back push, only the second foul against Whitney tonight. But I was counting them up during the intermission here between quarters, and that is 42 fouls so far in this ball game, and we've still got a lot of quarter here in the fourth to play.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, Stu, going to be a long fourth quarter. Make some free throws. You may, like you say, climb back into this ball game.
Risberg shooting 2, and she hits the first.
You know, all of a sudden, too, you notice the North girls A little doubt a little bit. Hanging their heads, kind of looking a little bit at each other. Who's going to take over?
Risberg converts both. She now has 16, and it's a 6-point game. Last time there was a 6-point difference, it was 13-7 midway through the first quarter.
I really believe, Stu, that free throw shooting, whoever shoots better here in the quarter may end up winning this game. There's no question about that.
And Hare got tripped, and they're going to call a push.
You have to.
Why? Because their feet got locked up? You got to call a push?
That's true. Yeah, and a push is the wrong call.
The
You're
NFL,
right.
they would just let that go.
Yep, that's true.
But we're going for a new personal foul record tonight anyway. So Weisman gets the personal, and it's her third as Hare gets free throws. It's no good, just one. They're not in the double bonus yet. And South with a chance to get even closer. Risberg goes inside. Hare knocks it away. Weisman takes it in. 10-foot floater, scores. And we're down to 45-41. Weisman's first points of the night. And knocks the ball away. But it'll stay on this end of the floor.
Wow, and just like that, the South student section, I think, checked out the scoreboard and found out, hey, we're only down by 4, because they've sure woken up and supporting the ladies.
South has never led in this game. Weisman going to be called for the foul. That is 4 on Emily.
Wow.
South has 4 players with 4. North has 4 players with 3.
Sturgill's going to come back in, but wow. Gonna run out of players.
Jordan misses on the first.
Her dad is, of course, a police officer in town. Her brother's a freshman at North, plays on the basketball team.
Hard on the second.
Big rebound.
That was Churchill inside. Ball knocked loose. South controls. It's Risberg off the dribble. Nice job. Splits the defense. Here comes South. They have numbers. Clock open underneath. Scores, and we've got a 2-point game.
Oh, we saw Curly Neal there.
Clock has 10. And North carries the ball, and so South will get a chance to tie or take the lead. 6:39 to play. And a timeout on the floor. With 6:39 to play, it's North 45, South 43.
Hi, I'm David Collins, Superintendent of the Wisconsin State Patrol.
We're Brewers fans.
Brewers fans are the best fans in baseball.
We live responsibly because we always have a designated driver.
Always have a designated driver.
Fans don't let fans drive drunk.
Brewers fans don't let fans drive drunk.
Respect the road and buckle up.
Every trip,
every time.
responsibility
Has its rewards.
Go Brewers!
Go Brewers!
Go Brewers!
Go Brewers!
We're back at the Armory, where Sheboygan South has outscored North 20-2 over the last 5 minutes to climb back into this basketball game.
Yeah, unbelievable. And again, as I watched the North bench as they came to their timeouts, I noticed, again, they're all looking at each other. Who's going to step up? This shouldn't be this way, or we played so well a year. Somebody's got to step up and take charge here. And like I said, a lot of people looking at each other, looking for answers. But the ladies got to get it done on the floor, and there's a lot of pep in the step over here on South.
Remember, South went almost 4 minutes at the start of the third quarter before they scored and trailed by 20.
You got numbers again, Stu.
Risberg, Lutzke shot blocked, and Churchill gets the rebound, and then a foul called. Is that Clark? I think it's going to go against Clark. That'll be her third. No. Crystal Crowns, her third. Well, it was a third personal foul.
Well, it has to be third, fourth, or fifth now. That's all that's about left for you, Stu.
And Tetchlog will go to the line. North has not scored in this quarter. They haven't had a field goal for about 8 minutes. The freshman, Tetchlock. Hard on the first attempt.
Well, you're right there too, Stu. They came out in the beginning of the third quarter, hit their first 3 twos. In the third quarter, they were 4 for 13 shooting. You're right, they hadn't scored a field goal here yet as well. Somebody's got to get the lid off the hoop for the Golden Raiders.
Tetchlock leads all scorers with now 18 points, and it's a 3-point North lead at 46-43. You don't think streaks mean anything? I guarantee you right now both teams are thinking about them in different ways.
Yep.
Gustafson with the ball on the inbound. Now Sturgill will bring it into the front court. 6:20 to play. Gustafson goes cross court. Crowns scores, and it's a 1-point game. First points of the night for the coach's daughter. Comes at a pretty good time.
South worked so hard to get back. Done a nice job. Let's see if they have enough energy to get over the top.
The only other time they were within 1 was at 6-5.
And again, most of this is done with the starters for South on the bench with all the foul trouble. There's a reach.
Churchill lost the ball, but there's a reason for it. And Gustafson will foul out of the basketball game. That's her 5th.
Just a bad foul on a reach.
Gustafson will foul out. She scored no points tonight.
Bring in someone else with 4 fouls. Lemonu here.
And Churchill hits the first. Two big free throws for Churchill, who has 4 points, and the North lead is 48-45.
Tough pass there.
Clout brings it into the front court, drives past the defender, jump stop, now back out to Risberg. Risberg, 3-pointer, could tie it, no, it's wide of the mark. Churchill with the rebound for North. Catch into the front court. Raiders want to set up. This is Hare, left side. Gerdner bounce pass to Hare. Hare will take the 17-footer, in and out. Rebound by Clout.
Just can't find the hoop. Again, just like South in the first half, North gets good shots, just not falling for them.
Browns with the drive. Now the pass to Lemieux. Sturgis drops it back to Lemieux. 10-footer on the way, and it's good. Lemieux's been the big spark here in the quarter.
They need her on the floor. She cannot pick up her 5th foul.
7 points for Lemieux tonight on the drive. No good catch. Churchill with the offensive board. 6 points for the freshman. 4:35 to play. Risberg splits the defense. Pull up, 15-footer, good, and foul.
Wow. A little continuation.
Danny Jordan. I don't know how Danny Jordan got through this whole game without committing a foul until just now, but she did.
She might be the award winner.
First personal on Jordan.
A starter with only 1 foul.
Tetchlock comes back. They got a, is this going to be a potential, didn't Risberg hit the shot?
Yep.
Now, is this a potential 4-point play coming up here?
That's what it looks like, and I believe it's double bonus as well.
So Risberg hit the shot. She has 18 points tonight. And here you see the North coach getting an explanation. They're going to say the shot was released. The foul occurred off the ball after the shot was let go. So that means the basket counts and the player that was fouled gets free throws, and that would be Sturgis. And Sheboygan South has a chance to tie the game for the first time since it was 0-0, and a chance to take a lead for the first time.
Wow, and who would ever thought of that, you know, way back in the third quarter when it was 18, 19-point lead.
Tell you what, the officials always get a workout in the Armory because the scorer's table is on one end. It always seems that when the calls need to be explained, they happen to be on the other end of the floor.
The scorers don't understand. The coaches know and we know. All they have to do is put points under. They have to, you know.
Well, it's good to double check.
Yep. Meanwhile, she's getting iced up the kazoo here, Lisa is. Let's see if she can still stick them in here. Oh, and they can't take Whitney out of the game because it's a 2-shot foul, so Kayla's got to come out for technical purposes.
Till after the first free throw.
Right.
All right, come on, let's get them lined up and let's play ball.
Yep.
So Sturgis getting 2 free throws. South trailing by 1, but a chance to tie right here. And the first shot's a little bit long. And now a couple of substitutions as Forsterling and Tetchlog come in, replacing Hare and Churchill. Sturgis' second throw, that's also a little bit hard. And a jump ball called. North will get possession.
Wow. 2 big missed free throws again.
Full court pressure by South. Sturgis knocks it away, and a foul is going to be called against Sturgis. Her first. Sturgill. I keep calling her Sturgis, but it's Sturgill.
What a swing.
Sorry, Lisa.
What a swing of events here, Stu. Chance to take the lead. 2 free throws. Then within 2 seconds, you allow North to come right back down here and extend the lead. Like I said, it's all going to come down to free throw shooting. And, you know, when you're in a house like this, full of people, it's a lot tougher than you think.
This is Getch at the free throw line, and she nets the first of 2. Getch's 3rd point of the night. The North lead is back to a field goal. Nicole, a 5'7" junior. And she gets both. 2 big free throws, 4 points for Getch, and it's a 3-point North lead.
2 big free throws is right, Stu.
Still full court pressure. Wow. Tell you what, Risberg did a great job of handling that pass.
Yeah.
That had turnover written all over it.
Could have used it. Love or something to catch it.
Lemieux bounce out to Koistra. Koistra. The ball went in. Are they going to call it on the floor? I would say that had to be on the floor. It's a long walk.
He's thinking about the whole thing right here, Stu.
Does he have? Oh, yeah. He's going to give it to her. I'd like to see the replay on this. I'd love to see the replay on this.
Well, that's the right thing to do, is throw it up at the basket and see what happens. And as a result,
yep, she's gonna ask him about that call. Timeout on the floor, 4:14 to play. It's North leading by 1. And here's the replay, Chris.
Oh, that's probably a good call. Who knows?
Anyway, we'll be back after this.
I will keep dancing on point, even if it hurts.
My arm is killing me. I don't know if I can pitch another ball. But I'll just play through the pain anyway.
I have to do the big stunts. We look better than the other cheerleaders. Our tosses are bigger.
My elbow really aches, but I've got to keep better.
Don't tell them it hurts. They'll take you out of the game if you do. I have to push harder if I'm going to get a scholarship. I'm feeling dizzy, but I don't want to tell anyone.
Everyone's counting on me. I can't rest now.
Nearly 50% of all sports injuries sustained by middle and high school students are from overuse. Don't play through the pain. See your healthcare provider and follow their instructions for rest and recovery. Take the pledge. Become an advocate for sports safety. Visit stopsportsinjuries.org.
Yeah, we're looking at a concerned Sheboygan North bench, and first-year coach Susie Runas because she's seen a 20-point lead evaporate to single point, and right now Heather Koistra goes to the line with a chance to tie the game. Well, the refs don't get the benefit of replay, but I got to tell you, Chris, after looking at it, it was close enough that I didn't think that was too bad a call.
There's a mix-up on who the foul was called here. Well, they got a break here, Stu. Fred Forsling, the JV Sheboygan North girls won today, defeating Sheboygan South. They're now 11-0, and Coach Forsling's squad is averaging over 72 points a game and allowing just 40 and causing 38 turnovers. So great start for the Sheboygan North JV program as well. Dana Churchill, the sister, as we mentioned before, of Shelby Churchill, leading the way today with a double-double, 22 points, 10 rebounds.
Well, the debate's over timeouts, and I think North may have been robbed of a timeout here, and I think that's what they're concerned about. I wasn't hearing the conversation, but if they don't have any timeouts, the scorer's table has made an error, because North should have one 30-second timeout left, and I think that's what the conversation was about. Koistra at the line, chance to tie. Here's the throw. It's good, and we're knotted at 52. Koistra with 9 points. 52-52. Wide open. Forsterling drives, fouled, but doesn't score, and that's Lemieux's 5th personal foul.
Meredith did a real nice job there, coming down, drawing the foul, and the way these officials are calling things tonight, everything that's got some contact, you're going to get fouled, and it's good thinking there by the senior, Meredith Forsterling. And that's a painful loss to the Sheboygan South Red Wings.
Well, checking the timeout scenarios from what I've kept track of, South has 2 timeouts left. North should have 1:30. And Forsterling misses on the first free throw.
Well, she's a pretty good one. Let's see if she can get this one here. I said it's a lot different in a house full of people.
This could be one of the longest games in the history of the girls' Armory play, as Forsterling misses ball, offensive board inside, and scoring is Gerdner.
A huge rebound again, but another foul.
And then she's called for her 4th personal foul. Gerdner with 8 points tonight, and North leading 54-52 with 4:01 to play.
Oh, now they call her 5, Stu.
What? 52 personal. We got the guru over here keeping track of fouls, and he says it's 52 already. We got a conversation going on. 5, they had her for 5.
I thought Marty has to be home by 9:30 tonight. I don't know how he's going to be able to handle the boys game if it doesn't start till 8:30.
Did they call the foul on Gerdner that time? And that was her 5th?
That's what they claim.
Okay. Well, we've got 3 players that have already fouled out. And now a chance for Clark to tie the game again with 2 free throws.
And with 4 minutes left, there's no doubt that there'll be more.
Well, and this is a case where I think too, and the officials set the tone, but you got to let them play a little bit more. I think both teams have played pretty good basketball tonight.
Yep, I agree with you.
Both free throws missed, and Forsterling controls the rebound. Big misses that time. 2-point North lead. They have the ball. Right corner touch lock. She's been pretty quiet here in the second half. Forsterling move inside, no good, and another foul called. And again, that's a little bit about what I'm talking about right there, Chris. Not much contact, if any.
No, and I thought Brenda did a pretty nice job on D too. And again, Meredith drew the foul a little bit, leaning in, but wow, maybe something you can let go.
Forsterling with 2 more free throw attempts, and she banks that one in. Looks like a swish in the box score. 55-52. Forsterling with a chance to make it a 2-possession game right here, and does. 56-52. Forsterling's first points of the night. Risberg double team. Bounce pass stolen by Tetchlaw. Ball knocked loose. Tetchlaw gets it and a travel called. How can you have travel with no possession, Chris?
I have no idea. I'm looking around, I'm looking at both benches, and everybody's kind of confused. The ball is just thrown up. Didn't even get a chance to catch or anything. I don't understand how she could travel, but
4-point game, and South with the chance to draw closer. It's been a heroic comeback in the second half. But a steal by the Raiders. Tetchlaw again.
Back-to-back turnovers for South. No shot attempts, back-to-back turnovers.
Catch inside. Jordan, short, gets her own board and scores. 58-52. This is Risberg with 3:05 to play.
Key to coming back is drive penetration. Again, that could be almost the third turnover by South in a row.
Tim Crowns wants a timeout so far, and I think the ball's under the stands.
Or it's a North prank. Go ahead.
So with 2:58 to play, South trails North 58-52.
Getting old is horrible, okay? Horrible.
You're not old.
Oh, Melissa, come on, look at me, grow up. The only men that hit on me these days are undertakers.
You know, I don't want to talk about this.
You've got to understand what's going to happen. You've got to understand my needs. You've got to understand my wants.
No, la, 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 la.
Don't give me la, 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 la.
I don't. I can't do
Talk
this.
to your family about aging, even if they're not ready to listen.
No matter who you are, it's not easy talking about aging. For help, go to voa.org/talk. A message from Volunteers of America.
If you're just joining us, as you're looking at a Sheboygan North cheering section, Sheboygan North raced to a 20-point lead early in the third quarter, but Sheboygan South has fought back to actually tie the game and now trails by 6 with 2:52 to play. And South in the white has the basketball. Risberg just inside the 3 hits. Risberg with 20.
Good free throw shooter in Forseling.
Jordan outside. Pass was for Forseling. Tetchlaw will track it down, preventing the turnover. 2:20 to play. North being very patient. Forseling drives, fouled, no call. 10-footer by Getch, no good. South takes down the rebound. Clout tried to dribble in traffic. Tetchlaw takeaway, no good, and a foul by Tetchlaw. And that's 4 personals on Kayla. A little bit of a flurry there.
That time they let it go. The contact.
We've got one more game to come tonight. The boys will go at it about 20 minutes after this one's over. And Risberg hits the first free throw. Here comes back for North. And Jordan will take a breather. Miranda Risberg, a senior, chance to get South within 2, and does. 22 points for Risberg, 58-56.
Still a long time left, Stu. 2 minutes is a long time, especially with all the possessions and free throws.
Hare with the ball out front. Tetchlaw, left side, tries to lob into Churchill, who scores.
Come down to crunch time, freshman to freshman, huh?
Churchill's had 6 points here in the fourth quarter. 8 in the game. Risberg with 1:40 across half court. Koistra drives, now kicks it out. Crowns, 15-footer blocked. Clout gets the rebound inside, shot no good, and a jump ball. South will keep the ball on their end of the floor. 1:28 to play. Whoops. Lutzke scores.
What a time to pick up your first field goal.
60-58. 1:15 to play. This is Hare out front. Churchill tried to go to Touchlock, threw it away, and South again with a chance to tie or take the lead. 1:11 to play. You can feel the tenseness.
Good position there by Kayla, just didn't get it to her.
Risberg.
Breakout. Good recovery by Whitney.
1:05 to go. Risberg right side. Will take the 17-footer. In and out. She thought she had it. Touchlog with the rebound for North. We're under a minute to play.
She wanted it, just didn't go.
Here. Forsterling got away with a walk, but scores 62-58. Forsterling with 4 points tonight, and that is the North lead, 4 points. 42 seconds to go.
Look at Miranda Risberg. She is just beat tired. She's going to go deep here, but watch big Kayla's hands here. Here it goes.
There it is. Breakout. Going up against Forsterling. Bank shot. In and out. No good. And a foul called.
I think it's going to be on Litsky.
That would be her fourth.
Well, they got the chance they wanted to. Just missed it.
And Forsterling, I think, is going to get the... No, Churchill will get the free throw attempts. Shelby Churchill, she's just a freshman. Tried to will that one in, just short on the attempt.
Yeah, good form, but you could just see that she didn't follow through quite enough, and she knew it. You were right, Stu.
Both teams have one timeout left.
That looks good.
Hard off the rim, long rebound.
Traveled.
Oh.
I don't know if she pivoted, but whew.
No, sorry, I don't buy that one. 36 seconds to go, timeout. It's North leading South, 62-58.
These days, carrying a mortgage can overwhelm even the strongest person. But there is a way to help ease your burden, especially if you're facing foreclosure. One option may be advice from a certified foreclosure prevention specialist. It's absolutely free. Learn more about the alternatives to foreclosure. Log on to www.makinghomeaffordable.gov, because foreclosure is not a foregone conclusion.
And we're back. I don't know if there was any editorial comment going over the airwaves or not on that one, Chris, but it's been a hard-fought game. Got to give Sheboygan South and Tim Crowns a lot of credit here. They could have packed it in, down 20 early in the third quarter, but they fought back, not once, but a couple of times.
Yeah, they did, and tough situation for them, though. Down by 4, they don't have the basketball. North's got to get it in bounds. Probably going to be fouled quickly here, and again, as we've talked all night, it's going to come down to free throw shooting.
Touchlock will trigger the inbound pass for North.
Got to get it in. They do.
Here, guarded closely.
Ooh, maybe a walk there.
Out front, Getch. A lot of time coming off the clock. Touchlock now fouled by Koistra. And I can't read my writing now. I don't know if that's 4 or 5. That's 5. So the third South Red Wing is fouled out in this ball game. Heather Koistra. Koistra helped trigger the comeback. She leaves the game with 9 points. You may remember she had the big 3-point play that tied the game at 52. It'll be Touchlaw getting 2 free throws.
I thought that was a big play in the game, too. Tied at 52. North was shooting free throws down here.
And that one's hard off the rim.
Couple missed free throws, and Genevieve Gardner came across the lane, rebounded, an offensive rebound, and put it back in to give them the 52-54 lead, and extended that to 6, and it's been all kind of downhill for South since then.
Touchlog with 19 after hitting that free throw. 20 seconds to go. Wide open. Litsky scores. 63-60 South. Timeout. And that'll be the last timeout for Sheboygan South. So with 17 seconds to play, it's South trailing North 63-60.
This was a scary moment for Elliott Sadler and everyone at Richard Petty Motorsports. Thankfully, the folks at NASCAR have taken every precaution to ensure the safety of our drivers. And I hope you do the same thing when you get in your car. The Department of Transportation says that taxi drivers are 4 times more likely to be in a serious accident. Buckle up, watch the road, and please do not text and drive. It could be the last text you ever sent. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
We're back. It's been a nail biter here in the waning moment. 63-60. Sheboygan North leads Sheboygan South. The Raiders have led from start to finish so far. They'll have the basketball out underneath the Sheboygan South hoop. Like Martin the Guru has pointed out, 56 fouls, and I believe his comment was soon to be 57.
This is a weird situation here. They're going to try to force a 10-second call or some type of set of fouling, but that's not going to work.
A lot of time. And a foul called with 8 seconds to go.
I think I would have fronted and denied the inbounds and then foul right away and extend the game. Right now, all they need is
third personal for Clout.
I think all we need here is one little free throw made here by Nicole Getch, and this one's over. And there it is.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough now. It makes it a 2-possession game with only 8 seconds to go.
And no timeouts. They're going to have to be fouled on a 3 if she hits this, because North would not have to inbound the ball even if they make a 3 here.
Getch misses the second. Lutski the rebound. 5 seconds to go.
Seeing more weird things.
Risberg short on the shot, and that's the ball game. And the 23-game winning streak for Sheboygan South has come to an end tonight, but not before a courageous comeback by the Red Wings. But Sheboygan North holds on to a 64-60 victory. We'll be back with the final scoring statistics and some interviews right after these messages.
Think college is out of your reach? Think again. 2/3 of all college students receive some form of financial aid. The first step? Fill out the financial aid application or FAFSA form. That will help determine your financial aid package. Check with the school's financial aid office for all scholarships, loans, and work-study opportunities. Apply smart, think smart. 25 tips to afford college.
Funding provided by the Selective Service System.
And we're back at the Armory, where we've just seen a very close, hard-fought game between the Sheboygan North and South girls, with North prevailing for the first time in a decade over South, winning 64-60. Standing by with a couple of the victorious Raiders is Chris Wright. Chris?
Well, we're in a gym full of upperclassmen, and 2 of the underclassmen, the freshmen, lead the way. Shelby, a lot different playing in the Armory, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a lot bigger and more noise and everything. So much fun.
I thought I made a comment right at the end, you know, with all the seniors and juniors on the floor, nice bounce pass from Kayla to you to kind of put you up by 6, kind of put it away. Nice post move there.
Oh, thanks. It's a great pass by Kayla. Yeah, it's so awesome.
You guys forced a lot of turnovers tonight. Pressure D, I think you kind of wore South down a little bit.
Yeah, that was our idea, to wear them down, to make them play at a speed they don't like. Yeah, put a lot of pressure on them, make them get frustrated.
Kayla, you guys have good depth in a game like this, up and down the floor, lots of fouls. I think your depth will help tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. We had less girls foul out, and because Jen fouled out, a couple freshmen like us stepped up, and it really helped.
Yeah. Great first half of the season. Got a long way to go with this nice way to kick off January with a win over South.
Thanks. It's a big win.
I know you guys are tired and things like that and stuff like that. I think you got a good warm-up playing McGuanago the other day to set yourselves up today, too. Tell us a little bit about the McGuanago game and coming into tonight.
The loss against McGuanago was a week ago, and this week in practice we really pushed ourselves, and they were really physical, so we really pushed ourselves this week in practice, and I think we're really hungry for a win tonight.
There's no question about that. Congratulations to you 2 ladies, and we'll see you guys in a month. We'll bring it back to Stu.
All right, thanks a lot. And leading the way for all scorers in this ball game was Miranda Risberg tonight. Miranda had 22 points to lead all scorers and to lead South. Other scoring leaders for South tonight. Clark had 10 points, the only other South player in double figures. Koistra with 9. Lemieux had 7, and then a pair of points for Litsky, Crowns, Wiesner, Sturgill, and Davis. 60 points for the Red Wings. Tetschlag leading Sheboygan North scores tonight with 19 points. He was the only North Raider in double figures. Churchill and Gerdner each had 8 points. It was Getch with 5, Jordan with 6, 4 points late in the ball game for Forsterling, 6 for Hare. Kopetsky had 2, Tudis had 2, and Vricki with 4, 64 points for Sheboygan North. With the victory, the Raiders now 6-0 in Fox River Valley Conference play, 10-1 overall. Sheboygan South drops to 3-3 in league play, and they're now 5-6 overall. So that's the story of game number 1. Sheboygan North hanging on for a 64-60 victory. We're going to take a timeout, and then we'll be back to the Armory to talk about game 2, the North versus South boys. Stay with us.
I hope you enjoyed this WSCS Classic. After being down 20, South did mount that comeback, but were never able to grab the lead. They did draw even at 52, but poor free throw shooting proved costly. Kayla Tetschlag would go on to win Player of the Year in the conference as a freshman and star at UWGB. She was also Player of the Year in her junior and senior seasons at North. Our next Classic game will feature an instant classic from last season when North and De Pere went to 3 overtimes before the basketball game was decided. It is a classic you won't want to miss. Until then, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road. There are many games that we would love to show but no longer have. If you have a copy of a game that you think could be a classic, please get in touch with WSCS TV at 920-459-6663, and maybe we can get that game into our next Classic series.